Wholeness and love, everyone. Welcome to Mindful Spaces. Mindful spaces allow us to feel more focused, connected, and engaged. In today's video, we're going to discuss what a mindful space is, how to create one, and the benefits of being in mindful spaces. A mindful space is one that is welcoming and invokes feelings of safety, nourishment, and engagement. Mindful spaces can be found anywhere, from ones in your home to your office, classrooms, or really any environment. A mindful space first begins with the people and the energy within that space, and then it moves into the design, the layout, and the materials that are present in that environment. The energy we carry into a space has far more impact than any of the things within that environment. A mindful space that is welcoming, nourishing, and engaging really begins with the people there and their ability to create feelings of safety, love, warmth, and engagement with anyone that they encounter in that space. Mindful spaces are welcoming, so it is important that we greet and welcome any individual who comes into a space. Think to yourself, when someone comes into my office, my home, how do I greet them? Do I say hello? Do I make eye contact? Do I give them a high five or maybe a hug? Or do I ignore, look away, or stay silent as they approach? These interactions set a tone for how an individual feels with you and in that space. Welcoming gestures not only establish rapport, but they also give you some insight as to how an individual may be feeling and what they're bringing into your space. The physical layout of a space can also impact how mindful and open it feels. Is there a lot of natural light? Is it cluttered or organized? And really, is there even room for that individual's personal space and ability to explore? A mindful space feels safe. Safety comes from support, hearing words of affirmation and encouragement. Does your language lift somebody up? Or does it focus more on problems that need to be fixed? Are you acknowledging a person's abilities, even if their behavior is not something that you're a fan of? Being mindful of how we speak really impacts someone's ability of being vulnerable, feeling safe, comfortable, and their ability to engage and connect. Safety in a physical environment also comes from the way that the space is laid out. If there are windows, are you able to open them? Is there a lot of natural lighting? Is there easy access to the exits and the doors? If there's play areas or desks, are individuals facing in a direction where they can see who is coming and going from that space? Or are their backs turned towards the doors? Does the temperature of the room feel comfortable for the individuals in that space? Are items that are harmful kept in a safe and secure manner, or are they just left out in the open? Some of these questions may seem really obvious, but all of these things help to really create an environment where individuals feel safe, where they can come and go with ease, and where they can engage fully and with their presence and awareness. Mindful space is also engaging. Once people feel welcomed, you've built some rapport, they feel safe in the physical environment itself, they're really more able and open to engage with the people there, the items in that environment, and with themselves. Engagement can come from the items in the space itself. Are there games or toys that children can play with that involve a lot of sensory engagement and critical thinking skills? Sometimes less is more when it comes to the design and layout of a space. It's important to have objects to engage with, but having too many items that can lead to clutter or too many decorations or variety of colors can be overwhelming for the brain to process and focus on. Finding that right balance of having engagement, but also allowing space for an individual to focus on each individual item or game or activity or decoration can really encourage more engagement from that individual. As you engage in the space and in any activity, bring more mindfulness to it. Use your senses, notice what thoughts and emotions arise within you during that time, and allow yourself to be as present as possible. Engagement in a space not only comes from the way that the space is laid out or the items that are available, but it really comes from the adults in the room and the presence and energy that they're bringing to that space. The energy that we carry can really influence how individuals interact with us, how open and vulnerable they feel, and really allow us to dive deeper and have opportunities to grow, reflect, and connect. This comes full circle as to why a mindful space really begins with the individuals and their energy and presence they bring to a space. Their energy sets the tone for what is possible in terms of awareness, engagement, and growth. Mindful spaces address the entire well-being of an individual. They allow one to be vulnerable, authentic, and to be engaged in the present moment. Mindful spaces encourage awareness, curiosity, and a deeper connection to ourselves and others. When we're in a mindful space that allows us to feel welcome, supported, nourished, and engaged, this really leads us to feeling more able to collaborate, build other skills, become leaders, and take responsibility for ourselves. Mindful spaces lead to individuals becoming more aware, engaged, resilient, and overall connected to themselves and others. And really remember that a mindful space is not defined by the number of toys, bells, or whistles that are available in that space. It's really the energy of the individuals who come from that space that can create a sense of warmth, welcome, nourishment, and engagement. And when we feel this way, we're able to be more focused, we're able to engage in activities, we feel more authentic and vulnerable with ourselves, and really connected to our environment and each other. Thank you for joining me today, and have a beautiful day.